just before we begin, I just want to say thank you for coming to this play. First thing I want to say is, please wear your mask during the performance if you can, and that there will be some trigger warnings, just to list language, sex references, and some depictions of violence and prejudice. Enjoy the show.
A song plays dismally, rings and rings. Then praise. Stuck in sleep, deep sleep, like hell has come to his twice rotting seas, from deciding its being is to die. Yet no, nay true, not dread, but on the brink, a cliff to the next world, but it rings loudly. Same cold song, and rhythmic torture tune. He's now left with two long choices by the Lord. Live on, or cease to be. With fury fight, or die, defeated in the dark. Who knows? Rats add regular rock which makes pool of tears.
So Marius, the Emperor's dead.
Dead? How can it be our king dead?
Emperor, not king. Turn pardon, please.
It cannot that only he's dead. Pray, educate me, Bernard, sir, on how a soul of God's own blood could perish. Now, try to explain to me how these dying doctors failed to do what they were born to carry out.
There was a hole open right beside his skull, by a sinister force, devil red. His brains lay bare of pale fat gone grey. His guts lay had been boycotted. On all accounts, Sir Marius, his character lacked a rude moral grasp. Suck not with praise a man deceased now gone to pays purgatorial shadows his debts. Nay, I saw bare brains on air.
You do already tell about the Emperor. Show some respect there, fellow, I'll be damned. I do follow you, don't you? Oh Lord, he's dead.
His son, Prince Archipelago, saw too. So-called God's high vessel on earth, now gone. A poor son, a son to suck alone, among snake-tongued friends, what could truth deny? What more must I say to give in such feeble minds of goatish breed the birth of human body scraps? Can you hear me now?
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Don't make us thank you. It only not strikes. I am lost, my valiant henchmen gone, soon forgotten fast. Oh pain! Oh pain! Help me, Sir Bernard, please. My friend.
Rest your soul, dear friend. The pain will go. My shoulders waterfall with tears of sin. Not your sin. There's a world called dark and blanks. Perhaps I may come back to sweet Mayland. Yet I like not the sogginess of sin.
Please, Bernard. Spare. I hate this grief.
Hold your blue tongues, kind singers, tuned to praise. I have the words aloud, that is it. Far drift enough to satisfy death's grip, which claimed my father, the foul emperor. Emotions I alternate through, like dogs do with their bones. One point it's sorrowful, the next relief. He was a tyrant, knave, born to a family with a frost fist, the blood of kings, the gruesome gold of greed. Perhaps he's better left 6 feet below, where worms to him are moths beside dust specks. My brittle headspace murmurs of doom. Has been 6 hours till second cousin mine starts schemes and plots to steal the tainted throne, yet I declare loud, have it, fool! Rob me! I say, father's chair symbolized 1,000 deaths. A tragicomedy unfolds with red in which I do become said fool of fire, said fool who takes and takes love arrowheads. You two, dear sirs, pure royal patrons, pals, may think me a weakened sparrow, bird that swans and swoops, finds nothing noteworthy. But try convince me, damn sick waste of kings, to go engage in war with a true knave. Oh, perhaps you need not bother change me, for fate decides that I do fight or flight.
Your words come from heart with holes, my prince, to place firm slant on relative with the venom, cause lots of trouble, plenty pains.
The heart is true, Sir Mary.
Alas, the sheep that wax the ass, be lost in the false reality of faith.
The death of sinners never sorrows much.
He does indeed. He was a man of God. Who gets rationalized as a fact? A man of God! What more is there to say? Hold laughter, hold it, or blood shall boil.
Blood shall boil, he says! Oh, blood shall boil, a funnier two-nail eye on earth.
For grace begives us to you not to be king.
Emperor, not king, tongue
Oh, look at his eyes, he sees the demon glare.
To speak on such blood is grim.
You say such things, but know no wiles term truth. With parents both alive, a tree intact, how am I to partake virtue from blank? I, to be blank to death is fortunate, but blank and loud, not grace. It's rather grim. Remain detongued. Some music sounds unvoiced if needed be. This tragedy is blank. When one's old soul does dissipate away, we have a tendency to paint in pink or the clear cracks that gape like awkward smiles. Dark cracks, obscured and underscored by tears, the song Armarius in speech names grim. My father, emperor mute, did kill, maim, torture, culturally end Thalan, made mockery of love, more not for wife. My mother was cast to the sea, 'cause what, his concubine? I do not hate her. Concubine, she honest, true, aglow, as all are who by ill still suffering, let him despise him, I, false prophet, thief. So, Marius, please spare my fair crowns. I have no pity for this beast's truth.
Rest arms, the prince's mother, Gem, who when did become a queen did sadly die.
No, Burnham died not, murdered by my blood.
Your words drip poison onto sweet hearts of gold.
Oh, leave him, Archipelago to dread. Let's whisper of that cousin of yours, that damn rat, who cares little to none for relatives.
Young Xenoxy. He never will relax till cease his mission be to see my life in pieces of glass like wine bottle shards, then laugh. Our whole cold place loves chuckling mad. They all bright-faced. Still the foul monster wakes or dies in this sad, solemn, stupid case.
He's far removed from the tree trunk.
The ball's with his corrupt matters grave.
You are the rightful emperor, my prince, although your character must be defined.
Here I desire not the crown, taint my soul, no! Give that soulless tat to someone else, my sister, may the grand monarch, her temper fierce and mind so sharp would guide our land to books that never fade.
What? No, it's not the law, God's law, the law.
Sir, say the word thrice times, mad so say. Sweet violence, your good first complaint.
And fuck the law, I say, a nuisance, sir.
We shall take leave, kind Archipelago, where royal buff may blow smoke and dust and pour a sin against his emperor.
I do apologize, my prince, for your hard loss. Rest well.
All rotten when adrift in paradise. An emperor when gone does form dead space, as did befall old Rome when Caesar died. Wide vacuum crawls open and greed to fill, and drifts away true power, which then goes to hidden lands like moths to flames in air. I want no part, not to be Antony, not even to succeed in savage songs, give sister crown, bones quake. What no, they say with ancient shivers and fist shakes, what no, a tradition to never sleep. A rose amongst great cobblestone monsoons, I tried to grow, but then submerged right down within the belly of thick man-made greed. Soon swings of pain on body to come quick as ravens stop their flight and rest upon my breathless face that glows with yawns. All this in the namesake of tradition. My life is rife with fire and steel turned soft. Curse the rot from these widespread treetops.
My heart is stuck in love for God and earth. Perhaps what with me your sweet soul feels warm. I must reject this interest so great as your eyes you show motives treacherous. To lounge upon my brother's throne as if you earned the right so for not to know. And not some gullible pawn left to cast in sacrifice for whence a check is all you shall receive. Hot air pains ears once more.
Damn, words so wrong it hurts the mean of sense. The soul below mine cannot begin to dream, think, imagine of what whispers floats and worm in an established mind. I laugh at that. Born with survivor's sense, strong in physique, and like dull members of the weakest kind. That rise to me, spoiled, witchcraft merchant. Try, if you do wish, go. Challenge my desire, then fail. Tis by God's commanding grace.
I laugh loud. These delusions muse. False Noxie, mass traitor to our land. Beyond the nose he cannot truly see, and curse you are to win, and then in short fail.
Yes, snakes, the tongue I see Medusa's child.
Where is Prince Archipelago?
Gone out on horse.
In a fierce rain. Brave fellow, eh? A sign of a grand emperor to come. For bravery is to a leader gold.
That is far drift from the truth, your eminence.
And who are you to wage temper with words, eh?
I am good Xenoxy, a true statesman.
What is your relation to our dear prince?
Mere second cousin.
Yeah. Oh, so far drift the branch may fall from trunk. This fellow, great humid fool, sent to town for him to stand in clowning auditions. Clown? Tell your Edom I must see his face.
As pale as ghosts, a doctor need I call.
I shall retreat, plus a grand entrance within the books of history themselves, despite full-born disgrace of my vile ops.
Thou shalt his mouth for once, then peace, thank God.
Dear sister, now I speak to you of time. Your time is queen. Do not break her in and laugh, which everyone here seems to often do. I'm severely frank with what words spill on this important offer. Take the throne to thrive on the skills of your good nature, that sharp mentality and strict conduct. Both I two virtues lack. Go be made queen. Quick, I give my blessing with no walls enclosed upon it. Take the crown. Live long and think of me in distant island bliss, with wine in hand and freedom tunes in ear.
The soil of the Thane land is all to us. Upon its dirt take charge.
I abdicate beneath the judgment stare.
And break our ancestors' hearts.
Aye. That side of my grey inheritance claim not. They are traitors. 6 snake traitors, all here damned traitors. I condemn to blood that dark red liquid that in my coarse veins runs. Dago remained calm. Yes, but now I feel like parasites crawl together within my confused brain. My stress is grim. I am, as Marius exclaimed, so grim, grim reaper on earth with scythe and weak hands prepared to claim new souls when my own is lost.
Calm, brother, please.
Rest, then dagger impushed. Live, then dagger outpushed by these bare hands.
And wine from stress to Archipelago. This ponder on, say abdicate. Your foe whom you did not choose, so matter not his gain in upper hand. Detained in white tree as so, nay, not even dejection low will give young Xenoxy a throne to show for crimes against the soul of rich men's speed.
I only wish to lounge upon a beach.
Aye. Go sleep and let angels praise your mind.
Nay, likely our father's ghost shall creep, the stalker's beast a panther of disgrace.
My love, speak not, and let me look, admire the glow which shines upon you like the love goddess Aphrodite. Oh, kiss me.
2 women stuck in love, its secret kept, as all around when no shalt have us brave.
Hold on. Arrest a concubine? Doubt so.
I say that concubine is a vile word, entrenched in an unnatural distaste for women by men on high perch at court.
You the truth, my sweet love, and yet a rage does fill your tone. And why? What makes this rage?
My brother, he wants nothing to do with crown, fool. So help me, Lord, do I desire a path towards stability, but no. He hates anything that poses a threat to laziness, his luxury, his beach dream state engulfed inside some tome around his past. Once meek, now weak, an emperor gone, no more fight.
Rejoiceful at the sinners perish, same as us. Dear Arthur, calm. All to the heart is to time sufficient. With me you live. The pendulum does swing. It will cause change which Archipelago shall lead. Why not?
I know. Time with you is paradise. And suffered it upon a man's sick glut. My father blood the veins, far spirit that for sure.
Such words do mean the world to me.
And for Prince Archipelago we hope yet. Hope does fade when reality sets. Come, let us breathe free, for soon the air to meet thick.
Beer in hand, sweet beer in hand, slurp, slurp. The bubbles thick with poison lends to vex a lot. And wondrous light winks do come to states of mind undone by rum and booze. Oh, booze. Oh yes, oh yes. Slurp beer, slurp beer. Media alive. Tragedia is next. Booze, booze, a rhythm of moons, ooh. Sense lost. Ah yes. With mind I do so disappear, then poof! Blue swirls return and past relearn. A failure start does loom, and questions posed on why I could not pass one small exam. An exam of these on old plays, which ends in my embarrassment, for what I want to be is a playwright. Yet no, they say. Those words, dumb questions run upon my head. They say in mockery, forget your dreams, when an entire life, future drips to brain in grey dots. And it doesn't ensue, of course. Ah, yes. Kill creativity in it, destroy mind fortresses of great renown because of tests. Oh, fuck that choice, you. Still. Beer in hand, sweet beer in hand, slurp, slurp. Oh, in circles I move round. What now? Turn royalist as most men, then like Dispenser lose a head, then cause backstabs to a king. Which king? England is so far from England yet not. Oh, where have I crawled? A cave? Dark backdrop in the distance be seen as common future, I no sound. I blame the hand of fate. Oh, how confidence does come from drunkenness. Sweet beer, slurp, slurp.
Which change has come to my tea? Ah, yes, fool then.
Do speak, fool, do speak.
Yet words to wind do fly in sick absence. Ye beasts, upon my life what sweltering pit allowed them to exist on earth?
Oi, hold tight. Cough, cough. Us monsters feel these scorns.
Three cackles, high-pitched torture vocalized. Damn witches back to hell from whence they came.
Then witches? No, God, man. 3 warlocks, think. Then speak.
Marcus, so.
Oh no, those thoughts escape my deepest foe.
Your deepest foe is self, and should remain awake.
Yes, to sleep.
So this be what, dark magic things to taunt? Heart need not do, I mock myself. Is there not an alcoholic product, grief? Nay, sin, a creation of sin, my sin, that does compound in filthy dust-stained balls, which then makes monsters, warlocks, what you are.
The sweet prince of Finland. Is she known to go mad?
Do speak, fool. Fool, do speak.
I leave. To Palace, go and find Prince Archipelago. Subject to fate. For those who magic and blood bend life's twirl.
To be an emperor, then morals fade. We live as tall giants amongst the rest, those easily led plebs term court may call hard-working souls. To rise is to lose light and live in shadowland. Encore the song, your song, dear Marius, born from a death in mind so blank. Nay, I say that song hath ring forever in the veiled background. Or both be born from death? 'Tis true, you know. I think of history frequently. Victims caught in this shrill song were born from kings, warlords, emperors, no change. We still engage in war. For what? Success? To put dead revolutions? Is that clear? Thus, sister, if you do refuse the chance to empress be, I say remove the head from this imperial wild animal called divine right. Gasp not, fool, save breath, as Mary's, this shan't be the beat. To island I go. Look elsewhere to rule.
How can an emperor once have a son, that when God shines, will into the shade run?
One howled out by dogs you from the mouth froth.
Turn me a dog eye, if stop empress moth.
Both that scrape hole like drunken gravedigger.
As did Jesus, a son away to the trade.
Jesus, a testament to your school days.
Who stops squabbling now, for the Count Baxter comes, to trim of fathers, to throw a rat amongst the snakes.
An honour I, Prince Archipelago, to see late Emperor John father yours in the bright sea blue eyes of his male heir. He left too soon. In spirit I do hurt my heart to think he was gone to God.
Age 72, life lived long for most, especially within Thaneman's grey walls. Alas, the air is thick with angst.
Yet slander comes when emperor, not prince.
Aye.
He's stuck in melancholia.
Let stately matters be not worrisome, as mortal men emulate the fruits of God too many a time. Mark, soon sick souls healed by his desire, and pain subsides for grace.
For what do you bestow yourself?
Yet the part already. Emperor, the current illegitimacy born from lack of coronation to be held, does cause much unrest within the village folk. The Privy Council needs choice for emperor right now. Is you, my Lord of God, and this rash ego comes as a shock to us. That process is slow cause reason's lost. The cardinal in a sense of despair in locating your grace is like a rat. May I remind that cousin to the prince could stake a claim, to halt then he might succeed. Both ways fill the seat, all that cute and modest council members who will serve our grace Daneland. Hark to Noxie or you, perhaps a foe may prove more malleable.
Innocento has not the holy seal.
And Xenoxy, his sin is clear as day.
Is that the sound of an experience? A brat who knows not when to speak or shut. You'll get the Pope's holy seal in time.
Yet time defined by one's own mind, that all is no more, no less but the truth. Fingers pressed to pulse, my pulse. Boom, 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 boom. An emperor perhaps, but a lost traveler each beat.
Be careful, Prince. You walk a thin thread.
What cheek is laced in such sinful tone?
Cheek backed with gold-filled chests, they glint like gold. What more to say except that gold is gold?
My friend, what brings you here?
An incident.
Ambiguous in nature, we are same. Please tell me what incident has princely worth.
A knave stands in front of the palace gates and screams, "My name is Bertius, and I from strange force have message for Prince Ears." Then guards around his person encircled, batons in hand and cast some mighty blows.
Damn Bertius. I thought the prison cell of his poor character I had escaped, but no, like Boland's ghost, he always haunts. Go, Marius, bring him, so he can entertain us with his perverted comedy.
Who is this man you speak of with distaste?
Remember when I became a student briefly? There I met a fool, pompous in nature, his name Bertius, and yes, he may made change from clown to scholar, but on hearing Mary's testament to his depraved character, a more dubious likely as pigs eating moose for brunch.
You know those creatures eat strange foods. human thumbs, nose of elk, they scuff the lot.
Since when did you become a pig expert?
My uncle's a butcher. He works with pigs.
Nonsensical it surely is.
Upon my honor, I say only truth and no lies.
Upon his honor, sister, what more ask?
By Jupiter's swirls, I come to you, O great Principus Maximus, and arms to grace me not to what odd wiles I saw.
Principus Maximus? A phrase for fools like Bertius who stand before me now and choose whisperings and fiction tones. Odd wiles, he says. A great panel, or his eyes. Please tell what these corrupt odd wiles had to show.
Alas, cold prejudice does blind your soul.
Blindness divined by one's own self. No answer. Just say your damned piece or leave. I only sit in this throne to pretend that an emperor to be lives here. So please talk, to lift suspense from said gap.
Are dragons beasts that live in terms of myth? From Chinese tales of four whom roam the sky, long black, pearl yellow be, were called to jest by skeptics, names from falsehoods. And Sir George, who in England did slay foul dragon, sword plunge, skeptics say, lies, unholy nonsense. But what if blues cloud judgment from them? Skeptic fools. For yesterday I saw odd wiles, a sight of myth. Do laugh for truth, dear prince, be humiliated. When path does cross, 3 warlocks I met in a day's gloomful cave. I will show, prince, the place in which they like sick miracles appeared.
Unravel more. Surely this is just.
Do come to said cave, might be blown by quirks.
I will leave Bertius and see your lies. So in a few days, the fool will present the cave to me alone, so that I may freely mock.
Till then.
Court jester in the making, eh? Grow old, not young, into monstrous adulthood. Yet Bertius comes with said myths to shatter the civil blanket. A nature, of course, I do not believe, but proved wrong. Music to my mood-deaf ears. And the chains that stick me here may rot away.
Hatred becomes a sign of strength in some. This learned long ago in war. Stone cold war. 1,000 arid flames alight in air did fly in war, not in diplomacy, not education or law. In harsh war. Where horses perished for men and crown, where sons all lost for meaningless disputes, where feet mangled swamp green like pond moss. 'Tis war, grotesque, a land whence rage is life, and tender soft apparitions do wake to start and fade as swords were plunged in hearts. And when the bodies piled like tough mountains, I saw not light, not love, but bronze statues who came to life, then fought, then died, then mourned. True evil in one soul was born from war. In frank, I do blow suddenly, said Vane. I say I kill for in war, in Vaneland, to be an emperor. I will, as same in war, betray, from wild set fire, loose self and murder. To get my hands on the throne, my hatred will lend me victorious. The winner's blood-stained notebook is brim-filled by enemy remains. Their bones do lie on each page, their fingers also melt away in page o' a time. Rival, prince, my foe, dear Archipelago. His head be cut and stuck on some old piper's more green skull. And when this occurs, ours Noxie, great lover, monarch of expansion, terror to foes, good, just servant of God, mighty Ares, all land his, and never lets it slip away.
If fate permit another course, I take that path and run upon its graceful stones. Yet Xenoxy in sludge I trudge, for son of John was born with rose around his eyes.
Is this impostor want to trust a plot?
Stay calm. Her class is low, and mine like snow does always melt. Yet those unholy in affairs, those brothel dogs do pose a use. But once a strong moon halls turn saints, if proper men do guide their tender breasts.
arrogant, bloody fools, blighters, who give no shit about those in streets. Snow-minded? What bastards hope they fall to hell?
Frost silence is Shear's profession to spell. A night woman's heart is famed by hush.
Some devilish words leave for stick to prick.
My words are stars amongst a velvet sky.
She speaks too well for her class, Baxter, no?
What a cad, bloody cad, damn cad who have no laugh in merry streets. No laugh because I ain't human to them. They speak like fools. They all speak like fools from another world.
I play the longer game. One with twists, turns, schemes. In law, which you hate, so I understand, our land has a particular decree that to depose a royal house, each letter one must follow. States, of course, if emperor be deemed unfit to rule in either religious viewpoints, mental headspace, misconduct in terms of sex, and that's key to the plan, or heritage found false, then one lone challenger with church-backed claim may take up arms and fight to death for throne.
Fucking wretch. Here the wind hates your sin. To use my body, my flesh, I chunder at it this conduct in terms of sex. Vile, vile law and world, but he'll crack my head and then sure dead.
1-on-1 combat on it is most bold, the purest form. Two men, armpits on fire with sweat, connects far, far beyond the flesh, it is souls that lock in battle here. A place on earth 'tis not, the rush of war no less. Prince Archipelago is weak. In said regard, choose school's stead. So if we can use this damn hall to avail, no loss to plague, an emperor I shall become.
I will unveil true natures of these men.
I hope it true, and neck as soft as wool, for me to break a great shame, that's so dear.
The only thing broke is hearts left behind.
Explain the plan, Baxter, forget not one detail.
Forget? How could such gold be squandered free? This is no plan, but a philosophy. A statement raw on man when sparks fly loose in the 50th gram centimetre maze we call the home of sense. This ruse is an art form. The highest art, like crackling fire. To some, they paint a range on board is art, but to me, no beauty as lives to scheme. Fair Rosa comes to play strings of harps, and taunt dear Prince with her seductive ways. As she derobes in front of Prince doomed, us armed with clerics and lawmakers as our guns will spring upon his sin, then fight and win. Majestic fire is cunningness, and you, dear Zenoxy, next emperor of Thames, as prince caught with whore in palace misconduct in terms of sex be. 'Tis high art.
Is that it? Thick as pig shit, thicker still.
Some beautiful words, Baxter, and, of course, when swords are locked, I rise and foe collapse.
These are sweet tunes. Haste, haste, whore, go prepared. As my warm hands touch your sweet face, I feel your presence there. Back to my girl. Banshee, bring prize and coin I give you plentiful. Run, Banshee, run and wash tears from his eyes. Keep in mind what failure does men break.
On each wide breath I take, a man will fall in difficulty caused by snow, not harps.
Some creatures are ambiguous in means.
Aye. At all times some mistress turns from thought to reveal its purpose. But let us not worry our problems far, since here in sweet Daneland a prince to beat.
The Pope hath issued me the seal of faith. He speaks of his impatience for a crown to sit upon one's head. Through God, he learned that this land's law, by nature, is contrived too hot and cold in the affairs of state. He weeps most holy tears at his delay in verbalizing Vatican consent to make a prince evolve to emperor. Alas, if I knew who you were before, I would suggest to act as bridge if need. Yeah, what moans would come upon small sin, head dispound at each of our mistakes.
With Archipelago as your concern.
Of course, but certain sly count to scheme oft behind thick curtains. The Pope, as of now, prefers that son of John does rise to rule.
You must be well versed in plots and schemes, the innocent oath. to have known such bare-groused kings.
Remember, papal bank accounts need crowns. The Pope holds only care for the top seat, be made filled by the sacred bottom of God's sweet choice, thus blood noble and free-flowing, all required. Straight backed, remain aware.
Important blood. I'm conflicted, My life is born from hierarchies which give everything to me. And as complaints hound, and my brother's wide-rude mouth I cringe. My body shivers with mild anger at the way he acts. Yet it's true. At least truth wisps, as we are trapped. Offspring of emperors be stuck like corgis in diamond cages. Yet it's diamond, not dirt. Pure luxury, and he ungrateful. A joke, I say, a joke. Heart says, as on my mind sits more conflict. How will let mounds of greed build up to clog their throats and poverty? It hurts to think, to breathe, to act, to be held back by a tree, to love, and it be forsaken by all. My love is that from hell by their viewpoint of God, sin by their Jesus, rich so cruel. I scream, yet these absurdal souls hear not. Heart taken by blood flowing in grey roots. Yet stand, nay stand. But scorn, nay scorn cause, change, nay change. Prince Archipelago a fool. Yet fools have better hearts than most wise men. As for wise men, incense the wise is dumb, and I be dumb. Stuck in my blood, that's all.
To sleep we should, as stress of slumber's rule.
Perhaps that's true, but who abides by fact?
We work too hard, my love. Like beetles who stop not to ponder why they strive, break backs for a new nest. To dig and dig, find rock, not gold, as to decide hardship is mud.
I'm mud. So poetic. A famous bard, you may become like Homer or Shakespeare.
You mock me.
Mockery is a vice, no.
Nay, vice is to remain when light appears elsewhere. Let's leave this damp gutter to rot as it deserves. Escape away, not stay.
Dunbutter is my country, on which head is tied from rope made from thick serpent vines tied to my bloodline. Leave now, betray my past.
A choice you have between sweet love or blood.
You know life rarely makes waves with such ease. To leave them brother fools, I complicit.
You are not her beloved. These men are cruel and hate subdued words which check their place. Please listen reasonably to sense and run from land which like cattle do oft cull all those deemed unholy, such as a pure love for woman. Concubines, some devil spawn to them. A life on ledge when ground lies free is not an honour rose, but reckless thorns.
I will not taint my tree, and leave that knave cruel Sonoxy to settle like pure tar which sparks to seek destruction to my own.
So it is blood?
No, mean both, not both.
Words laced in wool do dissipate in wind.
Please, Mary, stay. Oh, God, no. Fuck. Snake venom strikes on soul. To pieces torn apart. I love, but not enough to bear the bruit of failure. I hear those damn shrieks again. Could Archipelago be right when he does say, in rage, remove the head from this imperial wild animal we call the divine right? Yet ease part my breeze, born from this hydra and its many heads.
journal. Call it not diary, because that feels so rancid, like milk on a sour. Why? Well, relative to no true fact, just wrong, like horses with no hooves be wrong, or stained glass windows be wrong on a game. All wrong. So, dear journal, I pour myself to you. I wait yet nothing comes. Large cobblestone waves, the same I speak oft, will trap my head below to choke on crimes. And air not lungs to breathe, but cow's methane, that thick, low-hanging gas to warm my face within deep hell. The brink is frightening. Time points when life do change with passive wiles, does start, then spring, then fade with image, nay, like the methane, from passive to alive in seconds. Living is termed torturous as it blows hot, then cold, then hot, then cold, a song that rings like bells, ne'er ceasing in its motions and greed. An emperor me! No, I'd rather die. As I hit pen to paper, saw it make tears break yonder ducks. To island I desire, yet they will not allow. My father's reach and his blue blood hath made me prisoner here. Let's drain it out. Remove its coarse presence, rebirth the self. But no, they say I lie about wanting not to be emperor. How can a prince refuse his power, termed mad? Fuck. No, shit. I island want. The coronation hides just in the wings of this disgusting melodrama play. Perhaps that myth which Bertius does speak becomes my salvation in a living world. It just complicates the fortress more. Who knows? That's God's plan, I guess. I.
Dear Prince, I listened to check her.
Who said?
The guard's head.
That grotesque slime rat.
Degradation, like smoke on unclean chimneys, burns the ego, yet who cares? My neck to crack if failed to seduce this mutt.
My health is bountiful, odd ask it be, like a fool who ponders such bizarre subjects. Here, take this gray paper and pen, and write a list of all the macho activities I do to keep my health up to the royal standard. In the morning, I race with the ducks at the pond. Laugh not. Right, the count needs the truth. Well, the truth in the context of all here. Then, midday, I swim in pool of green slime. Backstroke be best, does strengthen my thick core. Then, late afternoon, I ride my Pegasus. All unicorns called Pegasus, same as that of the son of Poseidon, that horse which was born from a god. An ancient fable, I guess. Right, note this be for cardio, as flight makes my pulse rush. Then, as night creeps, I do sit-ups with a 10-meter tall gorilla named George sat at my feet. Named George, same as the famed English madman, who both sit rambling on the past loss of vast distant lands, ere thus my health routine.
Of wit, you have plenty. But it seems that this schedule does swell droplets of sweat, same as in tasks that glint pink, more intimate, like one of stick and rock.
That game lacrosse? Hit rock with stick to score?
Another game, more tense.
If not lacrosse, then what game do you speak of?
I shoot the arrow, but the damn target missed. Humiliation stalks me. Why? To exist? To live? Fate is certainly a cruel bastard.
Is tennis? No, odd riddle. I, confusing as you, one whom I know nothing of. Not name, not life, just by Baxter you employed.
I shan't give my name to earwigs, who ask as though privacy has been deceived.
First this hogwash of rock and stick, then now concealing name me earwig deemed. I cannot understand why Baxter sent someone shrouded in murk to heap praise. Yet interested I am in someone who needs so desperately my attention. So speak,
Rosa,
Yes, a good name. Where by rest?
I'm at a crossroads, lost in time, hours, days.
When life gives you pears, ask, is it pear in truth? Who stands before me now, pear whose skin unpeeled?
I wish to not intrude, but fate says else,
You speak of fate.
like all of
dreams, my chum always moans. Thinks the death of kings stirs some strange ghoul-like motions in the people, but all too plain. Us citizens have been undead for years.
Us citizens, but you a prince.
Aye, fact.
He is kind, so surely share my plight. But to trust? Yes, I must. Still, shall speak like one of them. Yet, dominance not smug in what I see before me, rose and thorns of ignorance. In dusty streets, built broads, the world, full of lives in air. I broke out from the drains, no word except those of my sufferance fated to try. What of me now? I live in sin, which, I say laced in sarcasm, is sin is purple grimace, not gray polka dots. Whorehouse? Bet that make you shudder. Worked in it and came to hate all direct moments. Despise them, rich sinners, the lot lust on pride. The saving grace be control. Freedom, some may call it, feeling awed for one rat-born. Who but Count Baxter to rob me of my new life? The droplets of my stream evaporate onto the side of the sand glass, not warm, but scorching hot, not sun, but lava pit. Seduce the prince or die, he said. Neck break. And here I am. The noiseless breath I chose.
Know not what to say. It's difficult, but thanks. Baxter's a bastard, of course. All father's counsel reviles sinners, but why tempt me so?
A law which says if found in temptation, fallen emperor will be legally deposed by vote.
So much my father did not speak, yet suffer, he says, from the grave still here. I am naive to smut ways, how they evolve. A game of rock and stick? The meaning clear.
A silly term we use to hide the truth.
Yeah, alas, up here I wrought to disconnect. Enough of me. A method we must find to stay on separate sides, Count Henbane's rage and grace. I will arrange my sister to take an honest soul to her ward as a mate. Past, no shame, of course, but speak it not. Up in these rain clouds, droplets judge anything water not.
They hate snow?
Aye, hail, sleet, snow, yet they each water made. Not conventional to chauvinists and scorners red, who solely see one form as that of God. Lost logic is to them. So, quiet now you be, and live once more.
One day I will repay this selfless act.
The other way I live on the backs of saints. True saints, those who provide the food we eat. Mine slips from that know-how too many times. An engagement profound comes now, and go I must, but thanks. Forget not this goodwill.
Surprise is rare for those of us that talk poorly. Out of beat, say it out of beat, so what? Speak to function, not to fart around. Reject the power glare. This prince is less than ours. Well, not full on kind, but not full on ours. The same sweet cabbage can't be said for Count Henbane, who wants my throat. So careful, must stay aware.
The western sun does rise. He bubbles pop.
Sun bubbles like strange juice.
Strange tidings of odd souls.
Vile people are solving.
Hee. Cough, cough.
What did Solomon heed?
Just wait and watch for Prince.
I hear his footsteps now.
The giant sounds crash, boom, by sigh's name, which I cough.
They come to renew. Hide, quick.
You bring me here. Fake warlock visions not in sight, but tricks of mind, drunk shapes, no more.
An emperor should open-minded be.
Not an emperor, there by the Lord.
By the Lord, surely then faith lingers yet. But magic not that stupid, out of round, yet God in clouds more possible? Hot smoke!
It is blasphemy you speak, O godless slave.
These creatures, Archipelago, are gods. His hands sculpted each stuffed feather as unique. His eyes have seen more beauty than our small imagination knows. Why is this else? We comprehend only the surface of things.
Reason is faith, not God. Ontology. His gold flows because we call it so.
And the same for these warlocks, aye?
Hold tongue.
You hear them now?
Just squeaking rats, no more.
They only laugh for you, perhaps quite tense to meet a prince. With me they hurled insults, but rats, no, these are no rats. Absorb that giddy, squeaky laughter like demons.
This nonsense, Bertius. I take it not.
Reveal your flesh, oh sinister demon!
Enough of this mad talk about demons. I wish for pink words to give meaning, yet 'tis not the case. The fabric blocks these lines.
Oh, torn down, oh dear.
Your truth is victimized. Each word has colours fused.
And colours blurred to one.
Lives in mind, He looks to be possessed.
They vomit on my floor.
No music comes as demystifies. Instead of rats inside my head, these rats flinch with red eyes.
Barefoot you walk by choice. As cuts appear, then singe.
Ye in times too blind.
I live in contradiction every hour. One moment so calm, but then like now pure dread ensues inside my head. The world is not each way as scholars think.
Yes. Be gone, go men, be gone. We need to speak with Prince.
Do leave, fool to leave.
In hell beasts chew food with open mouths.
Stop not.
Oh, my heart to bleed from my ears pound to neck. The western sun shall rise. Most impossible thing.
But it will rise from lies.
Create hardship like Frey.
Around the neck of grief.
The rides beckon to fate.
Two swords locked brief in war.
Noiseless from a hate plague.
So fast it feels like fire.
Blood poisoned by a seed.
Foe to sheep is victim.
But sheep to foe consume.
Bubbles on sun do froth.
Our words lend to defeat.
More than blows and lead broth.
Defeat. A ship ruined to anchor.
Encircled by old chums.
Equals final grey day.
A deck not stand upon.
In the brig is red seeds.
Which kill, torment, clog throat.
Vicely.
Cry, gem in eye.
Does shine a while, but grinds.
With tongue of pig, the queen.
Will fail to stop the sun.
Cough, yet all is lost.
In death we end alone.
Good tidings or temptation? To place high the words of preachers vile and means is sin. However, sin can show the truth in sense if said reality is land of lead. Beside the edge a while, the rock breaks off downside like small fire comets to earth crash. This moment, right now, is when comets rain, tsunamis rise, the earth shakes, dust clogs throats, and lizards bow dug through time folds. The crash, extinction of the dusted dynasty, then chaos, as world rebirthed or purged from past. And why warlock comet boomed? God knows.
Was there a merchant who waited here?
I merchant.
No, seller, this man's beard is grey.
Upon my father's bidding, I act for him.
Odd, this world we live, where sons take charge against wolves who tear apart business.
Wolves in sheep's clothing, aye. Fool tricksters do spite as specimens of etiquette and coin. So, 100 crates of beans is your request.
Just Castabeans exclusive, nothing else.
What of Canalimi, Lima, or Mung?
I said Castaclear. Unless my mouth moves and pretends to make the sounds be known as words.
All right, calm, noble sir.
Cheekbones look feminine, like scholar, who by shade of books ne'er seen men's vivid blood.
But soldiers return to their lovers, not counts. What of ego who wears to prance like dog with no bite? I mock, he falls to trap.
When challenged tongue stopped its delinquency.
Why custom must they be?
Why question me?
Enlightenment, so as to improve in the way I plot and profit from the wild.
I guess. Low souls like you, small rats, street beasts, possess no influence on politics, as is when weeds grow not beside the daffodils. Thus speak I can. Within these beans is a poison so virulent, so pure, one lone drop send man back 1,000 years to savagery. Their lips grow blue, not in colour, no, but in spirit. That tone left distilled is dread, pain floundering as the devil wakes and takes the soul. That suffering's beauteous, as is in most hardship for victor smiles. If get the beans you pay me shall receive.
A killer stands before me now, it seems.
Nay, schemer rather, a fighter for God's land.
But surely poisoning one's foes hard, or with their family near to digest the bait. Why not use sword to pierce the chest?
One's family, a jest ridiculous. The victim has few relatives, most of them of the weak breed. A tip so high as to never assume that Eve's kin plan. I made a vow to do business not when jinxed for soft presents close. They are too dense.
A knave and sewn silk gals just moan like mules. Knave our trade with sick riddle. Sounds lace dry and shocked to see my true identity.
The bean should come in fortune sunrises at least. Much earlier is good business.
I try to please. Expert of enterprise.
Till then, with God's speed the ship shall come.
He is a clown. Each word said now and done. For this fake beard I pull from face to show unshaven visage. Then wig does slip, and blocks a waterfall of blonde, thick locks. I am me, proud of such, why else is so? These royal coddlers who do mock their tree roots, I now mock your business. So beans you have, and plots which purge your soul do please complete. But hark, when sun does set the last, no wind shall bless the corrupt wrinkles on foul skin.
The cardinal in his censor has poked his long unwelcome nose amongst affairs the papal servants not to ponder on. I speak of marriage, brother, sacred vows, that law which underpins a marketplace where princesses sole price alliance. Now parents are deceased, it falls to you. I beg, condemn me not to his cruel match to some old duke or king, I'd rather die.
His mind in clouds of dreams, the shadows grim, for cow is the stress that wanders far.
Aye, 'tis that grim song, Bruno, hurts my head.
This metaphor shrivels grave use.
Say grave use. No, it glows like fire. Each ember is a time where life did groan outwards to death. A metaphor for pain, this song is. Pain like pins that scratch the back, like pigs who eat their chums without them knowing, then learn of it, moral crisis mourned, like us, whose blood does torture through sin by a and mention of pigs you will appreciate.
Ah? Brother, what will be done to stop death, this match both cruel and hurtful in esteem? A fate which burns my heart, not fair at all.
Fairer tune I never heard since birth. Yes, money plenty, but free as a criminal in a cell who squishes guts. You scorned me when I staked to island to go. Love different? No, privilege makes love.
So to the sharks I thrown. My body torn apart is common practice to God's kings.
Nay, call me king or emperor if please it does you, but I am no leader true.
Once more you disappoint. Grow old, not young. Your pastime idol is gone with the wind.
Expects so much, but actually fails again. Relationships of hers I little care, but for me to stand pain alone is cruel.
Yet, love protects that love extreme. Dear Prince?
But what of me? 'Tis self-obsessed to ask why rules hold down my crushed spirit's ice? Bright apparitions of island bliss, that is my love, my fantasy, my hope, a way to melt the ice to which heart sets. She suffers as I do. She'll change my mind.
Alas, sheep to wolf is a man to rules, and wolf to sheep is a rule to man. They bite, they kill, but live with them we must all do.
How odd yet wise at the same time. As is most things, they blow like the wind. Dear journal, my life is pure torture still, hath always same. Fact hath stuck in time. That myth which Bertie used to speak is true. I saw 3 beasts in front of me who laughed, gave warning the posed gray rain clouds to mind. To trust your question, tis a mist. Till now my faith has, like snake bites to lungs, been silently corrupted, dead to saints who spend their lives telling children myths are fake. See what saw in dark cave. Displeasure brings no notes, no melodies, just stench of lies, academic falsehoods. Call me by name of mad! Do it! I dare. Blind Hertha, sister, thinks I'm mad, me mad. And foes do plot because of said madness. I am not mad. Enlightened, yes. That does seem insane to cogs that whir away. My foe does lose to sheep. Poison. Warlock warnings feature words condemned to blood, again to blood, and to my flesh. No public breaks, except one time in which I called my ancestors traitors, no lies. Insane souls never fib. They show shame. I lie each time, so not insane. No, no. My mind is sane to point of pure self-loathe and consistent. Prince Archipelago. Is myth what should be feared? Or men of red? As clear as raindrops on glass, the moon blues. My cousins Inoxy and Count Henbane plot to use some law. Law is this. A blur. Perhaps I should confide to God. Or to my sister, yet she makes it worse. But God, he deaf to please of men so low. Is not I fail to act? If sword in hand I cross these metal artworks, present them as part righteous God, holy in our time, but rather nothing heard? I am nothing known. And how can one start fathom a torn map if nothing known? The goat damn lion's face, beast motivated, they know their end. The goat wind bleak songs a true path. Does what air come from my mouth make sense? Who knows? Not gods, nor creatures of the flesh, nor ghosts with legacies that stalk the light can tell me the definition of sense.
A letter, signed for you, dear Prince, from Aunt.
Oh, really, ere to birthplace will return her mind with fairy folk. I thank you, if this just one more headache.
I bid adieu.
Aunt to homeland will return, and may tell those fake tales about my Uncle Brian, foe's grandfather, and how, upon untimely drab demise, young John, father to my stupid brain, did in mass dismay ascend to the throne. She comes for funeral news scheduled soon, but casualties may multiply threefold as foe does plot, and I remain opaque.
Come on, place boxes fast in rows of 3. Alas, sweet hours may wait. Oh, pathetic fools. Speed this bollocks up. Come on. Tortoise faster than this. Run!
Our fight is not with them.
still slow they go.
These great sort of substances which burn the brain, made fit to keep the devil from escape.
It's half what owed, if you're putting first thought. Not devil, part of nature, God's design. Our divine leader waged schemes now and then to put bitter taste in his sweet land for cunning fellows to use as fish bait. Ah, finished at last. Leave us, knaves.
Why do schemes instead of actions? Say I go to his abode and slit his throat, who hath stopped me? Then princess made a wife. So simple, why wait? Half life short enough.
Right, listen, Xenoxy, I back your claim. Too far down the wormhole am I to turn, but hear this now. We bend the rules like string, yet there are rules. If go kill the prince out of Jewel, how can the Pope or his envoys make emperor of you? This way, in Jewel, no doubt can come. No sea of earth complaints to wash away a rightful challenger. Sword and law weapons in the Lord's venture.
But Rosa hath betrayed us, seemingly.
Yes, dumb whores. Term loyalty a haze. But worries now. Her neck to crack like eggs and blood like yolk shots spill everywhere.
And deserved for mice who squeak against the cats.
Iki, please pay me not, Iki, that hurts.
Prince Archipelago, save me, Iki!
Good banter, aye. We can afford a laugh. Since 2 days ago I did overhear some interesting whispers from two high-blood knaves. Odd how no one's mountains loose.
Reveal what these low men of a weak ethos do have to say about the means that affect strong men.
Samaris and Bernard spilled secrets about some strange apparitions the prince saw, or claimed he saw, in a dark, dismal cave. He went with Bertius, a pompous man, who managed to pull silk wool over their eyes. Not heard direct, confess they did, but their conduct did show that he saw 3 warlocks. Again, so liberal in said context. Their conversation so loud, was on fire, alike with chance. For these apparitions which he claims he saw unveil madness within. A prince whose mind has gone to the demons like his wretched mother. A comic tune. An emperor, when proven his mental headspace is thin, will, by law, turn him exposed to our swift challenge. Left is proof. We must have proof of fabricated mead.
He weeps with salt's tears and fish on ship's deck.
Aye. Floundering as gills engulfed to pain. A fish not made to thrive above the sea. Born to monarch, built for wool, not axe. His time in womb is when he was alive the most. A wretch. No bravery, just fear.
How shall we prove this sin?
Good question, yes. He claimed to me with rotting soul that no desire to emperor become in him. I thought it false before. How can a man refuse such power of high magnitude? Now clear that lie it was. Loud madness shown right from the start. He said I island want. That trick, you know, for his gullible subjects. So, to outwit a madness planned I poorly, but planned nonetheless, needs sight. As hell's destruction leaves mess, trails each time.
He said that the throne he wanted not, true sir.
As true as God himself, I do declare.
A disgrace! How can one give this wretch a throne when hatred for kingdom is in his soul? He plays the tune of Tartarus well, I shall outdo him, 'tis my gift with swords.
Calm, Xenoxy. Weakling fall when strings cut.
Sweet rumour, Baxter, thrives within these walls. I'm sure one shall wake, and take it must. Jesus is I, Judas is he, foe blessed who fights against insanity. God looks from clouds, and blessed will come aloft.
I will invade his deep, undiscovered bedchambers in which he swallows. May find nothing like it, as you do say. 'Tis chance that leads them to victory.
Aye, till then.
By grace, we will succeed.
Does language cause gut-wrenching fear or not? The fear to speak, illusion or real, are words misunderstood as bolts of truth? As a playwright, or aspiring playwright I should say, on speech I philosophize at points each day. We use terms truth or good, yet what meaning truth has to transcend the barriers of subjectivity is absolute not, yet parades as so. Some words blow same, their nature is fickle. Yet we perceive as concrete fact with one meaning when there are millions. The foe says he is good, but the hero says foe is bad, so what is it? Who good, who bad? The beat of minds. And how did perception from nothing form? Why, that's the mystery, and as so I find art quite hard, for words are thought as fact, but meaningless it seems. Or not. Brings the beauty of knowing specs. Is why I write for self by ear and heart, not what faceless experts impart with love, because why do what has been done before if that does not ignite a spark? Enough of me. Much more concern creeps up, because Archipelago gets stuck in ruck, and time spent idle costs its weight in loss.
The fool who screamed aloud like a man possessed.
I'm ashamed. The more you let the tongues hit.
Polluted mind, few strikes least punishment. My brother, who victim fell to your hemlock buds, hath locked himself away for your guilt. What did he say in cave? No lies, I pray.
3 warlock souls.
No sense. Seems madness reigns.
Is sense to me, convinced else no. I saw, and sight you cannot rip from eyes, as is with Archipelago he saw.
You hand his foe a chance to sit on throne.
These wild emotions rain cloud judgment. You expect me to know what God's plan contains, or with what wool is fate woven to snap? I add in snap, but this is what unfolds. Ally against ally, cry not when loss plagues these old wars. I'm a playwright. Self-claimed. A politician not, please leave me be.
You're the disease.
I hear no lies. 3 warlocks I saw clear. Their warts like bubbles frozen in earth time, their warnings like winter dusted breeze. The wind I am. The wind I am free now. Ooh, sound like them, vile monster noise.
You act out of normal method, please stop.
Normal method. That wore my brain blank.
The seams of grief, it doubts the fire, my friend.
The times I have told you my ne'er to change disdain for the last emperor. Dead he serves more grace than in life. I, only Hertha understands, you 3 the heavens blessed with honest father's eye, who gulp breath, whose hands not stained from the thousands of deaths from war, pitied war. Good men your fathers were not mine, so more to know. 3 warlocks seen, believe me, true it is. My current disposition molds from them.
He has revealed himself at last.
Ah, sweet.
It must be months, my folk, since we last met, yet you have always stuck in my headspace.
He hides by might, a coward with fake pride.
The soldier is called a coward by a princess, pure irony.
Fought for this sweet-landed sweat, yet each of you know not the ways of war.
So weak, yet eyes like blood.
Not groundlings in Oxy. I fight you did, I praise that fact, but purple-gowned commanders hold a privilege that the workers lack.
Sure, cook tongue them pits of door of hell, disgrace to speak so.
Why are you here?
Oh, to gloat. The news of your sad condition has made its way around the palace grounds. So strange how rumours grow, take flight, then spread. 'Tis pure beauty, really. A sight with more grace than the primavera. Prince sees it not.
Yet rumors prove false more times than not, fool.
Nay, not this one. A gem amongst all myths.
If emperordom you want, have it. I wish to die than lose my soul.
Of course.
Humility, a language mute to brutes.
Enough. Disgrace to speak as saviour. I blessed. Physique like bears who tear men's bones, and mine not stuck in fake philosophy, but in a sea of Styx liquor, which has turned my focus from quills to war trebuchets. I know you lie, and power need. Ask how.
How do I know?
Runs in our blood. A line of murderers who killed their damned sword-ops, then stuck their heads on pike to rot in air. My grandfather such op, his death not chance, I should be the heir, me! Revenge a sweet dish.
The Emperor's kind brother died in war.
How can an empress be lose life in war was set up by your father, wretch?
Hold damn tongue, my own mother died by him. And Mary, she saw the man at his worst. We all lose in Oxy, like drops of tears. I island want, take throne, rule. I care not. He runs away!
This cockalorum stands, yet the ground opens to sink. Then pull down your egotism. Prince Archipelago made emperor when last is placed to rest. This is the course.
So high and mighty, yet on cards stuck is his birthline. Old orders fall to specs his history off scribes. Alas, when vile infestations begin to slime in view, the doctor cuts his heart and kills the beast. This warning, princess, true. I shall not stop.
I must get to a church. Oh Lord, your touch, the only thing to cleanse this ill place. The shame.
You still want to stay?
This maze of treachery, all paths spell doom.
The pain I felt in these gloved walls, it booms. Threat never goes. The sick image of a man who thrice my age did forth. Just words that croak. And you want me to stay? Where shame occurred? His ghost is here. Lives on in Xenoxy, henbane. All those who take fruits, then let tree rot. I see him in the paintings, in the wide halls which hold his sin. Stay. No. I shan't choose pain. Go back to my family's estate. Get married. Yes. Perhaps. If fate speaks so.
She'll work it all out.
Not this time. Some songs turn grey, and no tune can save me. My God, I will see you again. But God, it seems, holds scorn for those who want to breathe.
Oh, life. Is it worth the pain to rise up top or to cement a wall? Both tasks were fire. The perfect words evade our regal grasp. All is disjointed in this horrid hell. And what does perfect even mean to souls who walk like sheep behind a farmer's lamb? My loved sheep. When fight and often run she does. I hate hell. Passionately hate. And to live, and to breathe, to think is energy max. Prince Archipelago. A soft soul falls in this land of rhythm based on mind. No grace lights grey. So sink we might. As words protect not hearts, and hearts do live by words.
We're missionaries.
Aye, to expose pure sin.
Where have they gone?
God, I heard.
God! Has your father got hands of coal?
Aye, we've been feared at such a top they go.
None to a whore.
Not we for time, I'm convinced that we made loom ground.
Don't.
He goes and we scheme. Since schemes are said before is the Lord's command. Thus, the prince speaks with the Lord, yet language blind. For he upstairs is tuned to mandrake moss, language we speak with fluency.
Filthy loot ground.
Likely is the case. Look through the drawers, beneath the bed which hots from the sin stench that lies upon its sheets. A mist so close to hell is sure to leave breadcrumbs made from dead mice. We shall condemn the cat who scattered them. Blood-stained lamp is here.
Odd, and devil feminine is Prince. We met and felt like weakness stood right there.
A man who says 3 warlocks seem insane. His heart to hell, his soul hell, his mind hell. Him plagued, my grandfather avenged, and B, Count Baxter, my line will rule again. Claim him weak, Cardinal Incenso did say. But Brian's tree stands true. Priest.
By all men, their God is the worst sacred crime, but look here, Sir Moxie. What is this gem? Book entitled Archipelago's Journal. Is this a blood-stained knife I see before me?
Misstained, nay, but dripping still.
This book speaks of caves, warlocks. The jewel is near.
I can taste the sweat that drips in war.
This tale as coal unfolds through winding tunnels, each chamber disconnected, yet mist swirls, cold goals. The book of our fate.
The prince is doomed.
It's worse than that. We shall take up arms with lawyers, clergymen the lot. Go to this cave, find nothing there, for articulate as well you did. The prince is mad. A spirit lewd brand, no less. Well, it's not a bull whose balls broke a cow.
Perhaps my part lies the background, but in my story I'm the lead. Tragedy. These words to me like dreams to God, in sense that men are far from gates, to the point that he sees us as dream state beings. If blasphemy, be it. But warlocks changed me now. Not same as Prince, he has gone mad. And I'm not mad, just shocked, like pigs in their knives. They're not mad, but afraid, and fear brings guilt. I want a simpler life, a peasant life, with time to write and think about the Lord. None of these damn schemes or fake prophet songs. No university, no council place, just work, then thought, then sleep. Sounds beautiful.
Are you called Bertius?
Aye, rarely used.
Your counsel is required.
May I ask with him?
The princess heard that.
She's still for my guards.
In crisis, as with all us sick folks, so temper rise. Life is a chore to most.
Tell her to come speak here. What's the noise like?
Hold tongue until I finish this whole piece. The Cardinal in his censer hath put me in a ruck. For marriage the Pope wants between I and the Duke of Faversham, some small town in a distant land called Kent. Well, by nature this makes my skin crawl from bones. I shall ne'er marry. To pick a man is a lottery, a biased one, where the dice have 5s on each side and 6 the one I chose. I want no part, and you owe me some help since Warlock incident have caused this snag.
It was not my fault.
Let me speak on this, please. The stars, dear Bertius, align as so. You shall pretend to be in love with me, nay scoff. When the Duke comes, we clear and mark. Please help me with this. There is a strange dust made from my brother's lies. He holds for me a fact to change the world. I wrote it out the case.
We are attached, yet I still lie. This Bobby script do I speak in? No, if known by Count Henbite I employ, I'll perish, for she is fierce as she is kind.
Mind dripping with the fairies, Isle?
Perhaps.
Speak freely, you have my blessing to do so.
Shan't speak on what's unknown to me.
Regardless, shall we ruse our way to liberty? 3 dots, 9 lines, but with our ruse, these lines have been snipped by sacred scissors. So, my love, prepare to read.
By fate, I have no choice.
Adieu, my love.
When mist seems settled, a tornado fly. Oh right, another lie is the next step to help a princess who as time ticks on becomes more queenly and engrossed in self. I guess my acting must improve. My gosh.
So,
down the very nature of this gloom-eyed place. When father was emperor, bright color bloomed like petals on some kind fruit tree. Yet John, though he accustomed by war tunes, and success came to him, but the cost rose thousands of pounds and blood and despair. He known all o'er the world, late husband feared my brother John, mere one of many knaves. My older brother Brian's death caused not just one soul having gone, but fields of them. Hark ya! That is the way of the earth's kings. A path of bones rise, and as they age down, the color drains, smiles have turned to frowns. But it is their right by God, and who knows, land with no emperor may creep to mess. Good greetings, Aunt. Why you return to hell? So cold, my emperor.
Not yet. The Lord Father's will is long, and all those funeral requirements made my coronation late. Well, plus mischief.
God merciful when he has wished to be. Prince Archipelago was named when John did, on an island, go and fall in love.
In love? Doubt it.
Let me talk, Archie dear. On island, here clear and hath named so, and thou little known to me as you, Prince Nature is the same, far in the mist.
Are not one's name and nature in connect? For God both chooses what we're named and how we act.
Not what the Pope says. We hold choice, you see. Name, manner, the lot by our own desire. Yet, in this case, seems name and nature same.
So confident himself was off.
Out of debate and palace stay, except these colors, Archie, they're a right rancor. I am a right rancor.
Bye, Aunt. Enjoy your trip.
His father only half in him, that. I'm gonna set fact, I shall be doomed.
Yeah.
This is the cave on the map drawn here, in the deranged journal of our mad prince.
What are we looking for?
I said that, Bartholomew. Is that your name? Must looks the same name as a herd of cows. Not that the church are cows. Mere metaphor. We may need see anything. The prince said he saw warlocks thrice, right here. If we prove that dream just hath plagued him, these devil ghosts, produced from red mind, his sanity gone, mental headspace broken thus. The jewel shot happen. I know law.
Aye, he's right. The law scribes is so.
But, son of John, how can he have gone mad?
Aye, son of John, but not in spirit. Hark, he is weak. Speaks of islands, lies herself, makes a mockery of holiness and churchlyhood. Not empress son, but hellborn.
Indeed, we know the way he acts. So glum.
So we are looking for no signs of life.
No sign of life, this sign of princely sin. As Xenoxy the challenger just say, not emperor's son, but hellborn. His hell.
Aye. Seems that nothing lives inside this cave.
Aye, Brother Bartholomew.
He is mad. Yes, Brother Bartholomew. Mad as hell.
So, is it Jewel? Your eyes seen the journal. The prince mad mind drew warlocks, devil's son. Yet Xenoxy has claim, a holy man in God's good books. Choose him, not one hellborn.
Shall check with Cardinal Innocenzo, but aye, seems case the church shall back this jewel.
What of you lawyers, back this noble cause?
I'm not sure.
Rumour be he Loonbrad born.
That shall not sway the law, dear Count.
What? What? What?
'Tis settled then. The jewel shall be arranged.
I say the evidence must be reviewed.
The Pope will overrule you in a beat.
Said overrule. Speak for the Pope, do you? The cheek. I care of the law, and that is all.
The law is God, thus papal in its might.
The cheek.
Dear fellows, this argument shall change the jewel, which is birdsong to my ears. The jewel shall happen. It is God's will. Let's go. Absence is bliss.
Hey, hey, hey.
give back death respect. Show it to me, you knaves in shadow lie. Show selves. And be suffered by God.
Ye sovereign in the flesh. Yes, yes is what word means.
Fake poison of burn tree.
That floats free in the tears from those half-slaving name.
Solvent and his feet.
These words, they are ants to shot, yet Prince not mad, but brought the devil here to sweet Fameland. This dust corrupted by a cruel dead emperor and his weak son.
An eagle like a bear. Cough, cough, so silly you.
Now listen and hold tongue.
God-man shall see your fall, as will tender hoaxes.
The true foe is itself.
These words, jot, dirty. Perhaps they stink of lies.
Silence is love's early.
No words, no words, no words.
Last thing said in this world.
Is foe to defeat self.
And self to run to foe.
Whom will be made monarch?
One who from fair turns vile.
Silently to reply.
Sovereign,
Sovereign, sovereign.
Thine gullman shall see you fall. A sweet sound. No man born of gull or gull born of man does breathe on earth's place, thus I shall not fall, and no tree as vern does not exist. These words sent from evil spirits attest my love of God and faith and self-belief, and I shan't waver. Here, my true sovereign, no blood who hath felled these evil ghosts is you, God. I am your son, the second Christ. And like the first, I shall rise from thrice 10 silver.
At least John's hands may reach the garden.
He scorned this place when memories hit him, and planted the rose bush and picked the first fruit. May God bless your soul. I meet the Duke soon.
Damn wedding bells, an awful sting on pride. Who is he then? Old, young, warts, adulterate?
In 40s if his portrait tells the truth.
The artist flatters us to make good art.
Imagine mere minutes till the minute.
Mere minutes.
This day he shows his love and I else. Or is that damn fool named Bertius who's meant to help a princess run from shame?
You mean to fake love? Look not with surprise, it's the same ruse I played, and failure be the sole taste. My marriage not the worst. I've been subjected to right dastard twos who squabble, and I rave about the fuss of being forced to wed. Now mine is dead. I do so slightly miss him, hope you same.
I was not told from tragedy you came.
Yeah. Ladies go to and fro o'er the bridge, cost vile sins. This wed game is a damn plight, a right old farce, as we complaining on.
Is the Duke here?
Nay yet, soon the earth sings.
Give him a chance, this rose is poppycock.
I know these Dukes all have a horror feel.
God, please make them a bee and flower. This plan is a damn threat to self-esteem.
His Royal Highness, Duke of Faversham.
Oh, hello, ladies and fine gentlemen. Prince and princess, both of you must be.
Not I, Prince, just ladyship's close friend.
Way, I say, kind-hearted woman, I admire the fortitude of your strict poise. The priests back in England are all great bores, you know. Great bores who say none shall as fine be born than Blessed Virgin Mary. Huff. Yet what I see before me melts eyes, breaks hearts, causes tingles in the blood, images of love like Godiva. You, princess, is the breeze that fills the meadow and my lungs in spring.
I'm not the princess. At least not anymore.
A fool, a fool.
What? This, the princess, whose eyes light the sun, whose love shall be spoke of along the silk road from Fujo to Rotterdam. Oh, love, hold me, and never let go, Angel Bell.
I'm flattered, truly so, yet I confess.
Where is my book? Who
is those warlocks. Those vile creatures, they took it from me, and why my book?
What odd folk live in this land?
Who's he?
Duke of Faversham, he comes to woo.
Oh dear, it must have been you then that took my book!
Calm down.
I know no book, Prince of Faneland.
Tomorrow the day father laid to rest. I think he and those warlocks never died. They watched me all the time. Take my journal, drop it in vile forces, a strict stare. The course of pain is nothing more than death. No, let me think. Ponder life. You see, Duke, I have been going mad. At least the court says those blue velvet words. I am mad. But so is everyone else. For mad, the head. Oh, you hear? That is the sound of shock. Just hush. I want my book. Then to Ireland go.
If Europa's kings knew of his weak state, this land would be invaded. Oh my God!
I say to you, wipe those vases mouths from your traces. They are merely servants and ye prince.
Respect the royal's trade, despite this farce.
Come, brother, let us find this book of yours.
No, they took the sweet word. The warlocks the warlocks, they...
She is a beauty, yet the prince seems mad. To marry into this mess is a jest. Bad business if I be seen to engage. A big, fat, grotesque, red, out-of-place lump sat on my etiquette. If I to marry the belle madman of Assis, though princess she. So, princess friend, I bid adieu.
One more checkpoint for life in confidence.
My new life sent out to pick flowers. 'Tis oh so proper, those in house would envy me right now. But not all lovely. She said, get some damn lilies. So absent in her remark, she's becoming more spoiled. No, worded wrong. For she is a princess, and that makes her a wretch. A lovely wretch. Lilies mean something to me. This father, our last emperor, not a lily man or orchid. Here I stand with sweet lilies. Not ungrateful, don't get me wrong. I lilies trade for muck each time. Oh God, each time. First whore, now maid. Hath a good change. Oh, I am becoming blue after all. Oh dear. Better than streets that clear. I felt that cold. Not that cold again. I beg, sludgling waste, all I've known then down there, and I appear. Why? No reason but luck, I guess. So, I pick lilies, far from the mists of my past. But no one up here sings songs of innocence. Oh, let me be content. Just let me be. Wash out your mouth. Wash it out. Wash it out. Wash it out.
You whore! Nay, back away. A futile task. But like an octopus, my tentacles spread over each of these holes to clog your throat. When one takes arms against a cloud of lead, that will shut. A ruse in a pot of oil who squawks, I never poisoned him, my king. Hear me, please, please. But he did. The king said, I am the king, and you the ruse. Squawk, squawk.
Stay back, I beg.
Shut your mouth, you rat! I am so close to light. Not the bright kind, no. No, that is misleading. I speak of purple light. God's schemeful tinge. I know he favours me. Why else a duel scheduled in 3 days' time, by his hand?
But how, on what grounds have you pulled the wool?
No wool. Just leather boots and iron wool. A wretched, yet deep sacred journal, which upon its construction was a sapless hue, and on its bloom a tool used to sculpt fate. The duel shall happen, but before said time, when prince inbred and sheer weak cloth will fall, you, whore who wear maid's face, shall place it. Unsaid bayonet comply calls cracks in neck, and banshee whore fail to comply.
I meant, I don't have any...
We were admiring the lilies, good Cardinal.
Lilies, aye? Sure not buttercups?
Not buttercups. How much too old for them?
Perhaps you should excuse yourself.
What times?
Go pray to God. You seem out his favour. Damned! I shan't save a grave sinner twice.
Grave sinners that seem saved.
Burns truth those words. Why, God? Please tell me so. Is punishment a hard dish to prepare? For here, those who with their wiles poison souls, both seen as foe and hero, fear no qualms. Yet they see you in it. The suffering, the schemes, all lies of God, but it may be. I hath remained in mute by the Pope's will. But my insides scream, you let beauty die, God! Why? Why? Tell me those secrets! Please. My tears are yours. My sense of loss the same. Yet one day those not so devout as I shall leave, and God shall be dead on earth. Send me to Rome. I barely stand more pain.
And it is done. The man laid in half sleep. His clothes, dear courtly chums, are fitting to that of the Emperor John's soul. Good men are scarce where power beats.
This melancholy hath the burst of faith.
Aye, fate. Believe in that both more and less. Gutter of dreams. Remember you coined the term? Ironic when your love for John is considered. Gutter of dreams and he the mayor.
Gutter of dreams and he the king.
What do you mean now by gutter of dreams?
Live in sin and dream of heaven's gates. Thus, a gutter filled with the dreams of above.
This makes no sense. Here to this wind, why so? You speak of above, but what do we know of there? Is a land where no man sired breath. I changed, see, once cared for soul and fate, but now those warlocks told me the fate, but a drop in the ne'er-ending pool called knowledge. Once feared explanation to island run, but now I know that a plan may lives.
Pure blasphemy, you speak.
Aye, so be it.
There he is, loon brand, devil's side, offspring, man blood, so I, God's son, shall make a mark.
What might by these words? Why are you all here? See, answer foe, or else named coward cad, or else always cad, and weak.
Say I'm weak. Shall seem you time for them.
This law, be ratified by church and state house, pronounce you, son of John, as mad. And being mad is open to said law. States that challenged by one of high birth, in this case the moxie through means of jewel. They speak. Your mouth far worth the words it makes. What evidence? This book, whose pages lace lies, falsehood, vile temptations, show minds lost.
He's a thief! Lock him up and loose the key!
Its content should lend to you burnt a stain.
The Pope shan't let it be, it stains our hearts!
The good cardinal was signed off, begrudgingly I but sealed tight no words.
Yes, this shit. Baxter, why go to such degree to kill a prince who wants not be prince? See me and ask why? Why kill me when I wish for freedom on an island? Tell me why!
These lies are why. Who want not power, a madman of line. If so, then he pose risk to future emperors.
Let me die peacefully by sword.
The weak and sparrow deserves God's peace.
Leaving you traitors is a painful shock.
metaphorical they're doomed to prey. Rings oh so metaphorical. Damn jest from red, wart-infested beasts who in the shadows smile like wide grass snakes. Their lips, skin, teeth are all venom lies. I cannot run free these shackles. No. All I can do is let time drift to its final note and pray that pain is swift. Damn fools. Say that I am mad, then I am mad. Say that I am free of mind and wit, that I am free of all but how I move and breathe. The rock of fuck! Kill me. Dare say my pain is ne'er ceasing. Let me leave. You have your duel. By my end.
He runs again, damn wretch! Sheep whose cold spirit rots.
Not men of God who say they are.
He doesn't go perpetual, dear friends.
I can almost feel the gold sit on my head. What is the Son of God but the next God?
The world is a chess match. Each soul a piece. Some are pawns, who hath in victory's namesake has to be slain or rise through the pain. Some are knights, who leap hurdles, yet all fall to blades made thick with iron and staffs lit by stars. As same with bishops, rooks. They sent to war and die some do, survive wrath, none. Yet to be king, no plague within defeat, no death that's so sweet in creation. They choose who lives and who dies in barren fields of light dark squares. They scheme. No morals cloud their minds, no squeals. Just silence and the cunning buzz of thought. Some men are gold, some silver, some taint bronze. Those gold are kings, those silver knights, those bronze pawns. Pink prince and knight, the whore pawn. And us, Xenoxy, the kings. How do kings act? They take the centre, the initiative. They supplicate the world till bend sky to heart. So go, raise arms and woo the sun, for she shall bless beneath the moon's stern stare an emperor and his new age of fun.
What leaders shall ne'er lose to silver mares.
And being king no chance of wayward scorn exists. So to the beans, which rest come new, and to extract the rising so pure, men hath floundered to the grave. So many beans for one sweet death, but be it so, since winds cost lives, and lives by God need winds to sing.
Solon tone and fixed thane lands fresh air, since a duel was announced yesternight. The towns and villages are going light with barbarism. I heard in the east a man's face was cut off by Hellas guards.
Poor sludge thinks their love of God at a crossroads. 'Tis my fault, I should have told her the first.
She would have done what?
I, the wind can be caught.
By the same logic, I to blame, as came through my sick ego shown when deviling it.
What a mess. The whole world in disarray.
I do admit my mind sits at war. Was loved the royal house, but now less so. A sea of issues, but men that to leave is illegal. I heard our dear prince tried to escape on a ship Cayman bound to no avail. He laid still among the cargo, mostly strange beings, my soul said. But the shipmaster caught him and dragged him back to the ice-cold embrace of these thick walls.
Tell Marius, what then did the prince do?
As time, bastards, moved, he will alone in his bedchambers, likely with blood flash over eyes and of soon to be defeat and death. I hope he wins, of course I do, but look, a foe whose arms are twice his in size and wings are bulged with cardiac might. He's screwed.
You're right. Seems good men fall when knives cut.
Tell Bertius, is your heart clean?
Heart clean. It is covered in thick tar. I begged for a life-breathed ease, as did Prince. In that sense we the same. He went mad, and now in dual name of cruel circumstance, yet I just sweltered in disbelief, my liege. Once all this dirty business hath an end, I shall retreat to countryside, and take a place amongst fields and pens, farming corn and writing plays. To palace I did come, as did my father, a good man who like I tried to save a prince, yet we both failed. Prince hated the past me. This was no trust. My older self was weak, drunk, and now less so, and as I changed, the prince fell to dark myths. I am to blame. And blood spots on my hands.
Cry not.
No, let it out. Cleanse yourself.
I need to leave, prepare to face pure guilt. Mark, the day of the duel shall change me more.
Come, Sir Bernard. Let us face up our friend.
You may write down my kind in history. If your upstanding bitter quills, your twisted lies. The world did shock away, never kind, just evil. I upset. Lies of speech upset. My body upsets like a rain cloud that follows above, never to stop. I have been included in this life, this tale, by some strange force. Perhaps it is to say that even in dominant ways of tongue, there is another mode in which the sludgelings speak. And I can mold both. I can mold both. Does pride, my haughtiness, offend your grace? Nay. You hide it in a grave, this just shame, because I laugh like I am mining gold. Power is a pub that is one spark from burning out, as seen by Prince Archipelago, who dies from lies. See it as that, cruel, unjust. Taste it like it's now, Prince. I've seen it all. Whores die by hands of dukes, farmers slaughtered by hungry knights. The world is awful behind the curtains. And love came for me. I suppose it did. I lived a sludging dream, yet sweet dreams often turn to nightmare. Such as a horse sees flames in its eyes when fear, guilt, shame pounds in its heart. Never be the same. Stuck in a world where half belong.
Revelations. Gods. I'm not just favoured. The truth glows bright. My soul transcends the dirt which grinds this land to its poor condition. Not just weak man. Nay, I'm from the dirt, but not mere flesh. I'm more. I'm a god. What else explains my look? This fortune which, like Aphrodite sent, clings to most graceful things. It is my soul. I'm not just a messenger, but a gift, not just a saviour, but fate's a god! So that's my meaning. I'm above the clouds. To start, 10 timid fool hath sent by Cardinal, the one we spoke about at length, scorned, mocked. Now I do say, though far from tree, perhaps the John to the Lord. One branch. God's blood swims free, thus why the jewel I breathe, no man born of gold, or gold born of man, no tree is burned yet from chosen saints. Like you, my Lord, you form the tree roots. Shalt ne'er forget that. My mind sees all.
I fear for you, dear brother, since short is but a distant land to sovereign hands. To add, your essence wake from sleepy ill, not by disease, I hope that so, but mine. Oh, my heart breaks. This world is so damn cruel. But I'm sure you can rise above. My lungs are on fire, brain too. The duel is in 5 hours, please heal yourself. I cannot lose one more, no shan't be. Fight, please. Just this once let Father Spirit in.
He disappeared with damage sought by death. Whoa. Whoa, the warlocks. What they say is true is all true, or all of it. Oh God, I saw the goat. It said, it's not I failed to act, I lied. For as days grew, my failure rose to space. Oh God, filthy warlocks, show your running flesh! Damn cowards, show your presence names wormwood!
Read, let the world be mute a short while.
Oh, my head spins like I am possessed. Mute a short while. No, permanent is case, a ship ruined to anchor, it comes true!
Talk not like this. These words shall end defeat.
Oh, my journal robbed! The shame, it's venom words, those riddles the warlock said. These words shall lend defeat. Such a waste. The only thing I do is breathe and stall. My head spins. Same as double flames, the warlocks, they are here in spirit. The sun will rise in the west.
You scare the life out of me, please rest.
Come yonder window, sister, and look at sun. Those warlocks spelled the future clear. Oh no. No, it can't be. Oh, light! The sun has risen in the west, is said!
It rise in the east because he's dead.
I saw it rise in the west. Clear as day, clear as night, sun rose. Ah! The words are fake, but all are true. I saw the sun rise in the west. I struggle for breath. Lose my words. When a man doomed to fuse in headlights fire.
You must take on Father's Spirit, be mercilessly laid down to the last.
I will take on the spirit of the sun in the west, not that of the last emperor whose false fights have consumed men of wage to their early graves. His Roman name is Sapio, not Caesar. The warlocks are the warlocks.
This southern turning dreadlings, tears fall down from my doves. You must live for what is here.
Speak words is ease. To live is risk. And risk like sun that rises in the west strikes fear. I know not how to win a fight. I was born with silver spoon in mouth, for Christ's sake. Those warlock words. Oh God. The queen is you. He. Oh, warlockers are they? A prison, a love, hope, or not tragedy? From hate to love, then back to hate. Oh, hey, give me some armor. Armor me for death. The warlocks. Oh, they rose the sun and set me silver feet. Who had thought? The sun.
To sleep be gone. Tired from these crazed words. Heart May is born from sick dust. My storage will die. They told of this damn law. This madness trick a woman with fake might. Let's call him a joke. He's not a joke. Way dimmer than that word. My pragma left. Our figure drifts in distant dreams. Damned hypocrite. Said that her heart's to act, yet scorn those whose bare hearts were grey. Shall go get our man. Pointless like war songs.
These walls no longer sway. The sun's no more. So burn on. Then lay down for a jump course, then.
Please settle down. It will soon be afoot.
I need to hear a skull crack! You hear me? Crack!
On this day I am more than a king, yet in truth need not prove anything for warriors. Gods will grace the nairns. Extol!
Remain with your heads in sense, wolves.
Shut up, Sir Marius. True bias expounds. Where is the prince? Hope he not forfeit like some coward who fears sword as mice do cats.
He has no choice but to fight. By the law.
Ceremonious time, hush. You jest and woo the Lord, thinking for souls.
He is a Lubrand, as God hath cursed him.
Tell me what you mean.
We want a war now! We want a war now! We want a war now!
Understand yet, fight?
Oh, the sun has risen in the west, so I am doomed. Oh God,
This is not right.
his legs so shall he make.
I've heard enough of this sick slander filth. Some men hath in their blood the stuff of gold, some silver, who do wallow in a pit beneath those golden souls. The prince not gold, just silver, will be proved as so right now. This is the law. This is our lives. This is when wanton flames fight air. Ere blind the princess who by birth we do respect, yet in her sex and wit we scorn. Good crowd, we shall not let this tempestuous robbers of the Lord's plan, which shows who rules and who to heaven or deep hell transcends.
Nay, Rob! Nay, Rob!
The crowd does speak. This vow, Prince Archipelago, to you my last.
This is so cruel. Please end this madness
I
now.
stand not for your pleasure, Count Henbane, but on account of myth. This duel is fate. His course was whispered to me by 3 warlocks. Sigh, thy fools! Mock me! They said in riddle what has been made true, so thus the cold song face thy must. Here's an oxy, this word shall not avenge your tree, but instead make harm to root.
Then let us take arms, my blood of God Joseph nymph. And when sheep falls, your damn father from death does laugh, and then catapults prince to hell's gate.
Prepare your weapons, jewelers.
No.
Careful, watch.
Long live the prince.
I crave the distraction you escape. The ship leave this time, no force will stop that freedom craved inside since infancy.
I never desired a crown instead, yet to those I've consumed by crave and read, the notion of a simple life sounds mad. It is not. For to step back from greed is saying, yet I tried, but I tripped on greed.
I'm a silent loser, oh my gosh.
No. We each lend a speak somehow. From self to foe, based on the past to God. Yet when one stops and looks up at the night sky, is not each soul a star? Is not conflict between these stars a divine ways? If this be the moment of death, so be it. For life like stars does shine bright, but fades in time.
With grace, dear Archipelago, you fly.
Step forward. Now both jewelers draw their swords. This duel was made on account of law. The verdict now be read. On Monday morn, a journal which belonged to Prince was found, and in it contained words which show that his head had gone to devil in the name of madness. This is strong grounds for him to face a duel and, by the claim of Xenoxy, fight to the death. Take 3 steps back. When the bell rings, begin.
prince so close to the next world, with his last movement, as Darn blows his sword, his foe's sword. Last act of a dying man is to kill one self-proclaimed as God.
Was that? I saw.
A god. As much a god as I a mouse. Clear mortal men lick the boots of God far too oft. Not gold, not silver even, but take bronze. A shame. The whole line suffered the same fate, from grandfather to father to son. Let me down in hell be doomed to watch this duel 1,000 times. You fairy born, I man.
He was the saviour, set to count now lost condemned by heaven. Lost need be explained.
Weak war! Weak war! Weak war!
Die? That was a crap display. The mouse against cat would last more time.
Please calm down. This matter will be spoke of soon.
Then who will be emperor? I! Who?
May flights of angels take the prince from wild wolves. Get her, Penelope, and go.
A retreat. And cross away to wear the crown. Alas, seems poison's no work from fool's fight.
Said no man born from Gaul.
Or girl born from man, he.
Hidden goal, Bertius.
What of this violence?
Ensued by us, killed prince?
Sovereign, word means none all.
When all is said and done,
Who be righteous? Who wronged?
When words are said in tongue,
is the speaker at fault?
For where those words have gone,
some yes, but most bullshit.
One more scene does conclude.
this tale in its glory.
Weep for prince, smile for queen.
"3 weeks. Mere rash on skin named months of sin. I turn back clock and through its face I see each vile word spoke against my brother's character. I said he was a joke for glares which win to crown, but now I see the same. It on my head and weighs down like stone sacks. He wanted to escape. An iron knife, but now 6 feet below the ground. Lord, forgive me for trespassing on your good soul. I was a spoiled brat when the Duke did come, but only of myself shall ne'er do again.
Stormy weathers as the duel shows strength.
Of swords, but swords is where said claim does end. As if the gods had sided with Henbane, my fate be that my family know as well. Be it, by some strange dust they chose the church, then damn Henbane to Surrey coast. Now comes to hear of my judgment of his misconduct in but few minutes. What old bastard shall pay his debts in blood, sweat, tears, pure agony? As in such wretches you spoiled holiness in olden days. Hear me, this rat shall squeal.
Please don't be a fool, my lady, please. To forsake the Count beyond his means no justice at all hath filled with tears.
I shall think on my punishment in death. Yet I may promise that the pure rage in my heart speaks to what moralists say is the correct choice.
The Lady Mary waits, my queen.
She'll accept the timing of a cad. Show her in. Duchess, she does cause respect.
Empress. Not a day hath changed your face.
Aye, same with you. Short months derailed our lives. You would have thought one death destroyed so much. Our love, my brother's mind and flesh of bone. But here you are, returned, no different to how you left. Or does the tune then fade?
I mourn your brother's death.
Tell me what happened since we parted ways. Our wedding, I heard. Quiet, quaint. Escape from those sick riots caused by this damn house.
I married the Duke Fabian, a rich, well-acquainted Northman of noble blood.
Congratulations, Duchess. Shall send gifts.
What are your brother's friends? How have they kept?
Sir Bernard left court to work with his uncle. And Sir Marius is still here, although depressed, his past love for crown makes him drown. The guilty Bertie is to farm, he fled so. Not as well as you, O Duchess Moss.
They are around you, Empress. Seems in spite.
Brave words, subject to say queen. I am in spite. Our love span years. Spent summers in tall grass, all to waste, it seems. So yes, spite stinks out its skin for that has corrupt my mind. It was both obvious and Eurydice that did suffer at the hands of love. He went to hell as I did in the maid.
I know not what words to say. I loved you then. But then was then, and now is now. What more?
Aye. What more? The phrase on all our lips.
The former count is held in the back rooms.
Bring him to me. Mary, stay, I command.
Take mercy, else
My hand says hold tongue.
It's a shame. Oh God. I say that hell's too good for such a wretch. Some whore and concubine in front of me. What hath the world come to?
You killed my brother.
The Roxy did, bitch. Stop! Stop, Nick, throw me to ground.
The merchant said in words as clear as rain that you would risk in poison blood, dear prince.
Vessel John Earth. No threat changed that.
No threat. What if I drag your skin? Or eyes, mouth, nose? The mere suffocation of weak flesh. You whimper. Oh, a Labrador. Not the greyhound that claims the strength of God's little brute. I bet you're stuck with past in mind. A radical mistake as I am you. Not soft, not tough, but angry I. My cousin's looks was touched the same. But he thought God cared. So self is gone. I know God cares not about us soiled souls, the task of people too much pain.
I'm really scared of women. Do your worst. My blood too fair for Queen Post had.
What does that look? Dear Rosa, Mary, I shan't kill him if yet that pleasure awaits. Give me sword, God, give it, I order so.
there is another path.
Say the sweet son now, wretch.
Please bear me excuse. This cold is sick without your mind is soft and light.
Shut up! It was not my father's bed for your gore. All to the heart is the time sufficient, eh? Just hush and scream, handless
There's
scream.
no glow in suffering.
Witch! What vile beings made this be? Was those damn warlocks your brother spoke of, was there? A woman that has power mouths to sin and jest at no place in grace. Oh God. She took my hand.
Believe in myth, now Baxter. What shock? Strange how men turn to myth when tragedy set. Taken back to self, where Sunday breaks in darkness, all seen by directed handmaid. Call me by witch. say that the case. The judgment of which more just than a cruel hand.
Witch! Witch! Diamond did the rising walls hear me. I killed the prince and that wound still sores.
Let me leave, please! Treat not as just or no. I am a noble woman. Treat me as so. My husband has great influence. Shall hear of this sick horror if I may leave now.
Go quick. I love you still, my heart falls down. But I am empress, and fierce conqueror. Be gone, grand waste of time.
Please, please let us rest. Calm your mind for the next dance.
Seems right. Sweet Rosa, sweet Prince Archipelago, sweet light which yonder broke in the west flames, sweet past which through firm anger makes a poison that turn future's bleak. Sleep, I guess. But sleep. She's worst of self. And worst of self, and what is that but pain? The start of the end. Journeying through strange myths. To this dead hand, I sing a painful tune. Dread is a joke. I am a joke. These tears are a joke. To one, to all, to pain, to death, we strive. Pain strives. Death lives as a spoil shop. These words we need. They change the course of time. As is the fact that words in book do love. The words that matter are those we speak. 'Tis the words. Love is a word saves all. And when the last word is spoke, it's cosmic waste, so dead hand. Let us strive to our last word.
This play may not deserve an epilogue, for it is true that good wine needs no bush. But nay, the taster, you who sat in rows and watched our sad end to our tale unfold, may have a true sour taste beneath tongue. Yet should not be each melancholic word will stay in these theatre walls as past. Instead, their glow, remembrance of said truth shall stick in mind. Dwell not on each small phrase, for speech to one is mute, to one's soul, and chosen tongue is but a way to say that ink's worth may change on papers placed. Think. Why do you feel the way you do feel right now? Look out for archipelagos who live in traps they wish to flee elsewhere. Look out for Herthas who in grief lose sight. Look out for the rest. Marius, Bernius, Innocenzo, and Rosa whose faith thinned. With Rosa, think of the poor, scorned to a degree of pure disgust. Look out for the two foes, for when power glint came, their greed caused pain. Help them, try to at least. See love, not hate. Live life mute to a rhythmic torture tune, and sleep well with warlocks that may scare.